touchback. First play, first throw coming for Vic. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Vic now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
That throw by Vic incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Vic. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Vic now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Derek Stingley will bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Daniels going to throw for it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Vic, he's going to change things up. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Moss for a Kansas City touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, and that is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Off the play fake, Daniels rolling to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action. Daniels. And Walker has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. To throw is Daniels. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So here's Vic following the interception. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Vic readies to throw. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down throw coming for Vic. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing, Vic. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw, Vic. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now here's Vic. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Vic operating on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Vic. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Vic. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
4th down, Vic. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, 44 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Vic to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Vic. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Vic. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Back to throw. Vic. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Vic. And the feed in. 2nd down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the gun, Vic. Short throw caught by Bowers.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Vic on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Daniels now to throw on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now it's 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Barkley inside handoff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Daniels. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. So fourth down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
Here we go on fourth down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And a Tommy Adebawore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. In motion left is Wilson. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Back to throw. Vick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards there and a Washington first. It looks like they'll move things around here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
1st down, Vick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Operating from the gun, Vick.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be Vick once more.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A 1st down throw for Daniels.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Off the play fake. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 44, Mike, 44. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, Daniels again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Vic now.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Back to throw. Vic. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Vic again. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Vic being chased out left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
It's a play fake. Now Vic.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And he'll just get rid of it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Vic to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Thomas.
75 yards.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Vick steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Vick readies to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he goes out right around the 39. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Vick.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Vic to throw on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Vic to the air again. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Being chased out left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Now here's Vic. That is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down. Back to it after the pick 6. Vic buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending, because it wasn't just a one touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown